After a lackluster Phase 4, Kevin Feige announced Phases 5 and 6 last night at San Diego Comic-Con. So I'm gonna go over them here, and I'm pretty much checked out of the MCU right now. Only got really care for one of these, really. So I'm gonna go through these and talk about just really why I'm not interested. They're now calling this period in the MCU the Multiverse Saga. I assume that's just Phases 4 through 6. But maybe there's gonna be more in this saga than there was the Infinity Saga. I don't know. But start with what's left of Phase 4, I guess. She-Hulk, they released a new trailer. Still not into it. No, thank you. It just no. CGI looks horrible. It looks so cringy. Just no thank you. And you had Wakanda Forever. They released a teaser trailer, finally. The movie comes out in November. We're just getting the first trailer. I'm not sure, other than Namor, who's the villain in this, assumingly, I'm not sure if they showed one man, other than at the end. I'm going to spoil the trailer for you. At the end, they showed a back of somebody in a Black Panther suit. Looked like it might be Killmonger, but we don't know, obviously. But the trailer was just playing off the emotions of Chadwick Boseman sadly passing away. That's what it was. It just kind of felt really sleazy. And the song they used in the trailer was, I think, called something like A Woman No Cry, something like that, and it plays well to what the trailer is. It's all women. It shouldn't even be called Black Panther. It should just be called Wakanda Forever. If you're just gonna do that. You could also call it Black Panther Women Forever, if you want, but I mean, that movie looks full on MCU there. And they're gonna market this, like I said they did with this trailer, off of the back of Chadwick Boseman's passing, and it's really scummy. And it'll probably do well because of that, but I don't think it's gonna be received well. The movie, once it comes out, people see it. And then we're into Phase 5 now. We've got Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Now, if you look at the poster, which isn't in this article, but it's Ant-Man, the Wasp, and Hope's mother, the original Wasp. I don't know what they're calling her, if it says in here. If they're just both called Wasp. And there's also Kang in the background. So it looks like they're going to be using more of Kang, and he might be the big bad of this saga. And with Ant-Man and the Wasp movie in 2019, I think it was, I wasn't a big fan of it. I just thought it was kind of boring. It just didn't do much for me. This one I'm less interested in now after Phase 4. Just not doing much for me there. Got Secret Invasion, which is kind of odd because you ruined the Skulls already in Captain Marvel. You made them good. And for Secret Invasion, you need bad Skrulls. I guess maybe a different faction. But you have Talos from Captain Marvel, who's going to be in this. But I mean, after what they did in Captain Marvel, I just have zero interest in the Skrulls right now. So, again, no thank you. Got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This is the only one I'm interested in. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I like both of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I actually, unpopular opinion, I like 2 more than 1. I think 2 is one of my probably top 10 movies in the MCU. And Guardians of the Galaxy is probably just outside for me. It's unpopular, but that's what I think. So, with James Gunn still on, I still have hope for this one. And this is going to be ends of the Guardians of the Galaxy as well. Gonna see some die, probably. Probably gonna see Drax die. Dave Bautista said this is his last movie. So, probably see that, but who knows. Then Echo. I mean, come on. They're gonna have Daredevil and Kingpin in this as well to help bolster it, because if it's just Echo, there's no shot this is doing anything for them. I mean, a deaf woman with one leg, with doing sign language the whole show, I don't think is gonna get much attention. If I had to guess, they had to add Daredevil and Kingpin. I still don't think that's gonna do all that much for it. Then you have Loki Season 2. I thought Loki was probably the worst show that they've had. I haven't seen Miss Marvel. Don't plan on it. But Loki Season 1 was the most damaging to the MCU. So I'm not interested in this at all. Again, Blade, now, November 3rd, 2023. This is going to be PG-13, I believe, so there's no way this is going to be as good as at least the first Blade movie from a while back. I mean, there's not going to be as much blood, there's not going to be much gore. You just can't do what you should be doing with Blade, with PG-13. So that's a pass as well. And you got Ironheart. No. Absolutely not. Ironheart is going to be in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, by the way. That's where she's going to be introduced. Because I guess the new black character being introduced has to be in the movie with all the other black people. It just seems a little racist to me, but okay. I don't need to see Ironheart probably disrespect Tony Stark, and it's going to be the best ever, so much better than him. Amazing. I don't need that. Agatha, who asked for this? There's no reason to make this. I mean, why? Just why? Like, what's even the point of this show? And they got Jack Schaefer, who admitted to not reading a comic book because it was too hard to understand how to read it. She's gonna be the head writer again. So, yay. I mean, come on. And then you got Daredevil Born Again, which probably, again, not gonna be rated R. You got Daredevil going up against Kingpin once again. I would be more interested in this if they didn't do what they did to Kingpin in Hawkeye. But how they treated him in that show, in that finale, was ridiculous. And then they're gonna be in Echo as well. Echo's probably gonna kick his ass. I'm just very concerned about this one. Then we've got Captain Falcon New World Order, because he's not Captain America, that is Steve Rogers. And I thought Falcon and Winter Soldier was terrible. I don't think Falcon is a good Captain America. I think he's a good Falcon. I don't think he's a good Captain America. I just don't need to see this. I just don't need to see somebody else as Captain America. Why do you have to pass on the Captain America title to Falcon? He doesn't need to be Captain America to be validated as a hero. He can just be Falcon and be just as good of a hero as he would be if he was not Captain America. Then you got Thunderbolts without Thunderbolt Ross. I really don't know much about Thunderbolts other than they're a bunch of bad guys, kind of like, I guess right here they say kind of like the Suicide Squad. Phase 5 ends with Marvel's answer to DC's Suicide Squad. Team-up film about a bunch of MCU anti-heroes. Feige said he would talk about the casting another day. There are plenty of candidates already. So this could be like what they've been setting up in a couple of things, like with Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character. So you could have Zemo, Yelena, Ghost, possibly they mention, Abomination, possibly, John Walker, and Taskmaster. Not so sure they do Taskmaster in that, but okay. But yeah, sounds like a rip-off version of, I don't know what came first in the comics, but in the movies, it just seems like they're just trying to rip off Suicide Squad. It just doesn't, especially with those characters, it just doesn't sound that good to me. Then you got a few things from Phase 6, and they're big ones so far. Got Fantastic Four finally, November 8th, 2024, slated for. It originally had John Watts, the director of the three Spider-Man movies in the MCU, attached to it, but he stepped away. He's not going to be directing it anymore. And it'll probably be a race swap Fantastic Four, let's be honest. You had John Krasinski uh, in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness as a cameo. They said they just wanted to give the fans a little cameo there, but he's not going to be Mr. Fantastic. I don't know why he couldn't be. I mean, I don't know why he couldn't be. That's what everybody wanted, and you just gave him to us in for a couple minutes in Multiverse of Madness and killed him. He said, "Screw you guys. We're not going to give you what you want," and probably going to get a race swap Fantastic Four. We'll see what happens with that one there. And then you got Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, the first Avengers movie since Endgame. But who's gonna be the Avengers? Who's gonna be the Avengers in this? Is it gonna be Shang-Chi? Is it gonna be Marvel's Katie? Is it gonna be Moon Knight? Like, I mean, the candidates for the Avengers are just so uninteresting. There's not nearly as good of characters as the original Avengers. So whatever you're gonna do with the Avengers, it's just, I just can't see it being nearly as good. And that one's coming out May 2nd, 2025, and there's another Avengers movie, Secret Wars, which is probably going to be directed by the Russo brothers, if I had to guess. They've been talking about that's the one they would direct if they were to come back. So, I don't know if they've announced that. I don't think they have, but that would seem more likely. But this is coming out November 7th, 2025, so back-to-back Avengers movies. That's an interesting strategy. I think they want to give them more time to breathe, to maybe make more money. Maybe they don't have as much confidence in them. But I think that they'd want to give them more time to breathe there. But I guess not. Secret Wars, you're probably going to have characters coming back that are dead. Be completely honest, probably have Chris Evans come back as Captain America. Probably have Robert Downey Jr. come back as Iron Man. So that one might be a little better, but who knows with this one. I mean, at this point, after Phase 4 and what we're going to get with Phase 5, probably, it's just not going to have any interest from me, and probably a lot of other people as well. Even if you bring back Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. as Captain America and Iron Man, you're not gonna get as many eyes as you could have if you produced better shows and better movies. So what we could be really excited for, it's just not happening for me. And it's really disappointing because I really want to be excited for this, but with knowing the characters that are going to be in this, it just can't get excited. And knowing how they've been treating former characters and male characters that you've brought back, Captain America, Iron Man, they probably take a back seat, be honest. Probably get belittled. So I just have almost no interest in this, and it's really sad. I saw somebody in a Twitter comments call this call Phase 5 Phase Dive, and I thought that was really funny. As Heel vs. Babyface, I just watched his video on this, and he called it Phase Barely Alive. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it does. I mean, Marvel's is gonna bomb hard. I almost guarantee you that is gonna be a flop, like a definitive flop, unless they have something else in there we don't know about. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a definitive flop. I don't think Loki season 2 is gonna do as well as season 1. That was their most successful show, even though I thought it was most damaging. Just because Tom Hiddleston was in it, that's why it did as good as it did. Guardians of the Galaxy probably gonna be your most successful thing out of all of this, and the one I have the most hope for. Daredevil's gonna get some eyes, probably. By the time it comes out, who knows? Might have less than it probably could have. Ant-Man movies don't do very good to begin with, so maybe since it has Kang in it, it'll do a little better, but even then, I'm not so sure. I think China was a big part, if I'm not mistaken. China was a big part of that box office, and if they don't have China there, then not gonna be looking good for that movie, I don't think. Blade will have little interest as well, but if it's PG-13, people are going to be disappointed. I don't think Captain America's going to do as well as they think it will. I mean, MCU should have just ended after Endgame. Really should have. In my opinion, the only good thing in this Phase 4 was No Way Home, and that was Sony. I mean, WandaVision started off good for me, and then it took a nosedive. And the last 2-3 episodes made the ones before that worse with the decisions they made. It was really disappointing. Then everything was just wasn't very good. Wasn't good. It was disappointing. I wish it was a lot better. I wish I could be excited for this, but I just can't. But let me know what you think. Are you excited for this? And you're allowed to be as well. I'm not gonna shame you for being excited for it. I'm just gonna disagree with you. But are you like me, maybe? You just really out of it. You just don't care anymore. And if you are like me, are you gonna give Phase 5 a chance? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Comment, share. I have another channel called The Thoughtful Outlaw Sports where I talk about basketball, baseball, and football, and anything else sports related I'm interested in. So check that out if you're interested, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.